Now let's talk about few more math functions. So here we have sum product function. Sum product function will do the weighted sum. So for these marks, let's say student 1 have marks 95 in maths and the weightage of maths is 2. Similarly, weightage of science is 1 and the weightage of English is 1.3. And with these weightage, if I want the weighted sum, I can use the sum product. So if I use here sum product, as you can see, sum product, and then it is suggesting me to use over B2 to D2. So I will use B2, D2, and then I have to provide the weights. The weights are from B8 to D8, and after that I'll press enter, and 370.5 is the weighted sum of these student 1. Similarly, if I drag and drop it, the weighted sum is 0. Why? Because these has no marks. For that, I have to give the absolute self-referencing. Let's cut it and give the absolute self-referencing, which is B8. So let's use B$8 and D$8. Let's press enter, and this is the average value. Now if I click this, so this is the weighted sum of all these marks of students. This is how you can use sum product function. The next function we will talk about is rand function. The rand function is used to generate the random number between 0 and 1. So suppose you have this class of 5 students and you want to choose a monitor and you want to choose randomly. So if you use rand function and say that the person who get the maximum number will be the class monitor, so you can use rand function here. So if I use rand and press enter, so this is the random number 0.096. If I fill all these cells with the rand function, these are the random values. As you can see, the upper value also changed once I filled these values. This is because whenever you refresh this, the values provided by the random changes. Suppose if I write I and press enter, values have changed. Similarly, if I delete it, values have changed again. So this is how rand function works. Every time you write anything, these will change. So what you can do to fix them? So once you have used the random function, what you can do is copy these values, or you can also cut these values and paste them here. So you can paste them with values only. So if I use values only, these are the values only. Now if I refresh it, the values don't change. Nothing is changing, because this time I have pasted only the values. I have not pasted the function, so it is not showing me the function. Meanwhile, if I undo it, and you can see the rand function is here. Now if I redo it, the rand function is gone. These are the values only. Now the next function we will talk about is rand between. So rand between function is as similar to the rand function, but it is used to give the values between two numbers. So suppose I have another student, but I don't have marks of the student. I want to give him the random marks between 100 and 50. So if I use rand between here, let's use rand between, and the lowest value first I have to give, let's say 50, and then the highest value, let's say 100. And if I use this function, so the random number was 85. Now let's fill it. So as we know, if I fill it, the 85 will change. As you can see, it has been changed. So what I have to do is copy it or cut it. So Ctrl X and then paste it as value. So let's paste it here as value. Now this will not change, and these are the random marks this student 6 has got. So we have seen these kind of functions. To see the list of all other functions, you can go to the insert tab, then go to functions, and these are all the functions you can see. So these are most used functions, and they are all other functions. These are functions on array, functions on date, and so on. These are all functions you can see. So there are many functions. So you can see them, or whenever you want to use, you can read about them and use them. Now we will move to the next topic. Thank you.